Welcome back, buckos.
It's cracking.
Buckos. We're back. Episode 34 of FireCast.
Yes, sir.
The best podcast in Western Sydney and the country.
Fuck yeah, man.
All right.
It's a good one. It's going to be a good one.
So, DZ Sundays returns. Praise God. Why praise God? That made me, I was thinking a little bit like.
I was just going to call it something like lost my mind or something generic.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, praise God sounds cooler, bro, because that's the first line of the song. Praise God, I'm alive and I'm back. And then I thought of doing do those little pictures. I thought praying hands would look cool. I was like, fuck it.
So wait, do you believe in God or I don't?
I believe in the universe. God, universe, same thing.
Oh, okay, so you're just referring as God as like the
That's just
universe.
because I said praise God. It's just
Yeah.
it's got nothing to do with the song. The song was just because of the first praise
Yeah.
God, I'm alive and I'm back in the flesh. Like fuck it, praise God.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
First track back, praise
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I'm back, I'm alive.
Yep, good. For Friendly Fridays for me, I'm a little delayed on my next release. I've been so hung up trying to get this EDM shit right. It's fucking so hard, so time consuming. I'm going old school again. I'm back to watching tutorials, fucking people's videos, Discord groups. I'm trying to get like,
What's wrong?
I just want to make something fucking like next level. Like I want to be on par with the top guys. It's hard, man.
Oh, right.
Because you can make the shit I can make is average. It sounds cool, but then you listen to a good producer's shit like Skybreak, Virtual Riot, man. These fucking boys, and these boys are younger than me, man. They're all younger than me, and they're fucking making crazy shit. Like colorful, all these colors and all these layers, and it just rattles my brain. And I'm obsessed with wanting to do it. I'm obsessed with it again. I'm back on my dubstep train. I'm not listening to it as much. I still love listening to hip hop and stuff, but I'm just trying so desperately hard to be able to make this shit because I know I can do it. And once I crack that code, man, I will make fucking crazy shit, man.
I'm sure
It's hard.
a lot of tricks that they're not, that they keep to themselves.
100%.
Man. Like
So I got to snuff it out, man.
Yeah.
I'm like a fucking heffalump, like sniffing around like an anteater, bro. Like
I bet you they do stuff that only they and like a handful of people know.
100%. 100%.
They probably have plugins and
We got no idea
programs
what
and
they
little
are.
things that they won't share.
That's why I'm trying hard to do experiment, and that's the only thing about it, man. It's time consuming. That's what sucks. So guys, bear with me for the second half of the year. Friendly Fridays might be just a lot of beats, random beats and shit that I'm just gonna throw up just to sort of keep the traction going. But I'm trying very hard to like get this color based shit kind of fucking under my belt, because that's the thing with me. Like the hip hop thing for me now is so fucking easy. I can make a hip hop beat in literally 2 minutes with my eyes closed. It's just I need now that next fucking like that next bit of juice for me, bro.
You want to test yourself.
It's just about pushing myself, bro. Like
Because hip hop, it's weird to me that people build such a big foundation on just hip hop. Because it's literally like you can make a hip hop beat with like
2 seconds.
Yeah.
2 seconds.
2 tracks, man. 3 tracks, you get a fucking hip hop beat. It's simple. Add some fucking flutes, add a fucking trumpet.
A lot of the time it's just fucking drag and drop some samples that you like, and for me it's like, I need to push myself now as a musician, as a producer. I've been doing this thing for 6 years now, and I need like the hip hop, the hip hop thing I know we've got that on lock. Like I'm not worried about that at all. The next step for us, I think, is trying to get shows and secure shows now, that venue. Like we went to a dubstep thing, the one where I fell asleep and got kicked out. They're saying that they're doing a monthly thing. They've already got their next big artist booked, and these are big artists that they're bringing, big dubstep artists. So the next stage, so me and Mr. Meagley have been talking at work that we want to get together a mixtape and send it in and tell them that we're, veterans of fucking Sydney, and we want to we never wanted to stop. This is because COVID kind of put everything to a halt. Distortion probably won't be coming back. So we need to find that new in, and that's going to be with these younger promoters who are now doing their thing again, which is fucking great, because I didn't think anyone was going to put on any dubstep shows in Sydney ever again. But these guys fucking got Ace Aura. They got Subtronics coming, Infect. They're big fucking... These are guys that play like Rampage in Belgium. They do 3-day dubstep festivals in Europe and shit. So these are big artists that they're booking. So me and Mr. Meagley are going to one weekend... Going to get together, make a mixtape, send it in, show them our catalog, basically tell them, hey, yeah, we're a fucking bit older than you cunts, but we're fucking veterans of this shit, man. If you book us in, we'll have at least 15, 20 people there. Like, so that's the next step, I think, for us in hip hop too. Start getting some shows, networking, doing some in real life stuff with people, branding out a little bit. We've got the merch dropping any day now. So I think that's the next step. Then for me, I really want to learn this fucking dubstep shit again, because I did it so backwards. Like, everyone starts off making little melodies and little hip hop beats, and then they move on to the EDM. I did EDM first, got decent at it, still not great, got okay at it. Then you jumped in with the rapping. We started pumping that, and I was only doing hip hop. And now I've completely lost my touch with the EDM. Completely. Yeah, I can make the flume type shit, the genre blending type stuff. That's also easy for me too, because I've got a couple of secret plugins that I use that just basically on lock make those crazy sounds for me. But it's the dubstep, man. It's that clean dubstep, color-based shit that Chime does, that Ace Aura, that real heavy shit that's fucking mad. That's my next step, bro, and I'm trying so hard to learn. So bear with me, guys. The Friendly Fridays will keep coming. I've almost finished the collab with Personal Space and you. It's sounding fire. I just got to master it. So I've got that dropping. I was going to drop that this Friendly Fridays, but he told me if I could please push it back because he's got a track dropping Da Vinci on Friday. So I was like, yeah, it's not a big deal. So I'll probably just upload the instrumental this Friday because it's a sick beat. I love that beat. Then in 2 weeks, I'll drop the collab with me, you, on Personal Space.
That's a good idea.
So just to sort of give me now another 4-week buffer of trying to keep doing this dubstep stuff, because it is, I can't describe, man, how it's just another level, man. It's another beast trying to make EDM. Like, yeah, and I don't know, it's just so hard because the hip hop for me is so fucking easy now. So easy. I reckon if I sat down for like 8-9 hours, I could make about between 20 to 40 beats, I reckon.
You should sell them. You should do that and sell them.
Yeah, but I don't know, because I did have a BeatStars for a while, and I didn't sell much. So that's why I kind of got rid of it.
Yeah, but it's like anything, man. You got to, just stick to it. Get an email list. An email list is a great. I got a ton of producers that send me emails.
Yeah.
Beat packs. Like,
I've been trying to get an email list together, but I've only got like 2 emails on there so far. I just keep forgetting to collect the emails.
It's hard to. It's what you should. Yeah, it's hard to get one started, but you just got to keep to it, man. And like when people buy something from you, make them sign up for the email list. Like you have the little. I don't know. It's stuff you can do with the store too now. There's options we can. Yeah, man. Music is fucking still the same, still kicking. We dropped the album. Now we're back to doing our own things, man.
Definitely keep the DZ. Definitely keeping the Friendly Fridays and DZ Sundays going. 100%. It's just for me, it just might be more beats and stuff. And every now and then I'll try to chuck one of my genre blending stuff in. But at the moment, I'm trying to go. I'm going balls deep on the dubstep shit, man. I'm trying so hard, man. It is hard. It is hard.
I'm not too militant on every second Sunday, like if I drop something, I'll drop it on a Sunday. But if I miss a Sunday or something, I'm kind of taking it easy now this time. But
because we went hard at this start of this year, man.
Yeah, man.
We dropped, what was it? I made an Instagram post before the halfway through the year. It was like, what was it, like 28 songs or something?
Yeah, something.
28 or 29 fucking songs.
Between the label, yeah.
Fuck, man. Even my missus was saying last night, how the fuck haven't you blown up yet?
It's a slow process.
How the fuck haven't we?
It's happening.
What the fuck's going on, man? Like, fuck you, cunts. Stream our shit, play the fucking shit. Like, fuck.
Things are happening, but a lot of things are starting to happen, and we're on a very good timeline, very good space right now. I'm getting a lot of opportunity thrown at me all of a sudden. I'm making a lot of moves, man. Very grateful. So like tomorrow doing an interview podcast with the Couch Sessions podcast, kind of similar to the Casting Couch, which I thought was funny, but the Couch Sessions, great dude, man. So yeah, we're looking at
Australian? Or?
Yeah, he's Australian. He lives in the bloody. He just told me earlier up the
mountains,
northern beaches.
Ah, okay, yeah. The Couch Sessions. I thought it was the Coochie Sessions.
Yeah,
it's like fuck. I was trying to read it. I'm like, what the hell does that say? The Couch is just the
Couch
one word.
Sessions,
Yeah,
it's very very professional. More interview style. So I'm very excited to do that. I want to get him on FireCast too for a little. What I like about what we do with our shows, so like we do with the Safe Boys, right? So you watch the Safe Boys, it's their style, and then when we get Jezza on, he could, like he said, he could talk more serious. He could let loose. You know, it's like a different style to what you know.
I've noticed.
By the way, the FriendlyFire mug. Look at that.
Yeah, one in one.
Yeah,
if you guys want, I might do an auction one day when I'm rich as. I'll sign the bottom.
It turned out fucking cool, man.
It looks fucking lit. But what I've noticed, especially working with the Safe Boys and Jezza, was a lot of people, like the couch sessions you were saying, they do the whole more interview style.
Yeah.
Whereas I kind of prefer just getting the guest on. You obviously we always start the episode talking about them and how they
cover the basics,
their brand and business, and then you just everything is off the cuff on FireCast. Number one rules: no scripts. Yes, sometimes I'll take down dot points of what I want to talk about because I'll just forget it when I get on FireCast. But there's no I don't sit here and go, all right, I'm gonna ask these this.
Fuck
this
that.
is completely completely raw. Two musicians
cuff,
in West Sydney just fucking talking shit
about anything and everything.
Anything
we can get serious.
everything.
We can get fucking silly, man. Whatever. It's just it's real life, man. You talk like this to your mates.
I come up with a fucking cool.
That's what we're doing
for episode 40. The theme, we'll do samba theme. We'll get like the Brazilian headwear and shit. Then you reckon that'll be funny as?
All right, we'll see if that happens.
I
can't picture that happening.
Come on, man. It'd be funny.
And then we just sit here wearing
all this
do
shit.
a normal episode.
I don't know. We'll hire some cunts to come in and dance and play some bongos or something. I don't fucking know.
Do a pinata, actually.
Oh, that'd be funny. Pinata. Not in here, though. Fuck that. If I could break one of my plants off. Anyway.
Fuck, episode 40. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Still a long way off the cigar, but fuck it.
Fucking hell, we're getting there. But yeah, man, life's fucking great. I feel great. I feel awesome. Money's coming to me. Opportunities coming to me. I'm talking to people. I'm dropping shit. I'm making music. You know, good things. High vibration, man. I can summon Teslas with my mind lately. Every time I think of a Tesla today, too, I was driving home from the gym and I was thinking about just that shit, you know, house and shit for some reason. And then a little nice ash-colored Tesla. I'm not even surprised anymore. I'm like, fucking, of course it is. Yeah, man.
I'm seeing Teslas everywhere too, to be honest, which is fucking weird, but
yeah, especially with fucking petrol prices and shit, man. Everyone's got to go electric. But yeah, I wrote a bunch of shit down for this episode too, because it's not like we're writing fucking, you know, what we are going to say. It's just bullet points so we don't forget, because there's so many interesting things I found this week.
Yeah. Throughout the week at work, I always think of something, and if I don't write it down, I forget about it and don't talk about it on FireCast.
But yeah, it's a good episode, man. We're going to cover a lot, go deep. Obviously, we got to talk about what happened with the pie cost. That's the first thing.
The what?
The pie cost.
What the fuck's that?
What?
The pie cost.
Yeah.
What's that?
The what? The pie cost.
The pie cost.
Yeah, you know about the pie cost. You've seen what happened with the pie cost.
What's a pie cost?
About $4.50 with sauce.
Oh, how much a pie costs?
Yeah, a pie cost, bro.
I thought you said, like a pie cost was like something. Like a pie, like a meat pie. What the hell, bro?
I've seen this video of this dude. Haven't you heard that before? And you go up to someone, you say something about the pie cost, and like, what's a pie cost?
Yeah.
$4.50 with sauce.
Yeah. Is that what we're talking about? The meat
That's
pie?
how much a pie cost with sauce.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what you want to talk about? It's
a joke. It's a joke, man. How much a pie costs? You don't know what a pie cost is?
No, I thought you
pie cost. You say, what's a pie cost? I say $4.50 with sauce.
Okay, yeah.
I actually want to talk about duck do, but
what's a duck do, bro?
Quack quack.
I thought you were trying to tell me about a pie cost or something like this. Yeah, anyway.
It was a funny joke. Anyway.
God damn. Fuck.
Anyway. I don't even know. I write all this shit down and they're so like fucking like, how do you bring up a fucking, like, they're just so like random to bring up. Anyway, I got written in the Voynich Manuscript. You know what that is?
No.
You might have heard about this. So the Voynich Manuscript is something that was, it's from like what else right here. So it's from the early 15th century, composed in Italy during the Italian Renaissance, and it's a book, right? It's a manuscript with all these diagrams and drawings of unknown plants and species of alien creatures and things that don't exist. written in an unknown language. So it's in a language no one's been able to decipher. Yeah. It's got all these pictures of plants that don't exist on Earth. And it's got like 250 pages, but there's evidence that there was more ripped out.
Okay.
And no one knows.
Some Italian cunt did it.
Yeah, it's during the Italian Renaissance, and it's pretty weird. You can see the diagrams and pictures of it, and there's like, it looks like an encyclopedia or something, but nothing in it exists. So I don't know. I thought maybe like humans haven't changed, bro. So, you know, maybe back then it could have been just some fucking guy having a laugh. You know what I mean? You never know. But
he could have just fucking eaten a bunch of shrooms or something that he's picked in the forest, and he's just had a mad high and he's written it down. Like, you know, some painters get off their guts and do their paintings. It could be the same thing. You just don't know.
That's actually a good theory.
You don't know,
that's not a bad theory, bro, because they did do that. Like, they'd get trip balls and paint. So what's the difference? Maybe you just trip balls and just wrote shit. But it's weird that it's a language no one's been able to decipher. Like, it's...
So he's just writing down mumbo jumbo and drawing pictures of things.
But they're like detailed pictures. Like, they look like real plants and shit, but they just don't exist.
Wow, okay. That's fucking...
You haven't heard of that?
No, I haven't.
I thought that was interesting.
What's that called? The
Voynich Manuscript.
The Voynich.
Yeah.
Voynich.
So I don't know, man. What do you think he could fucking... You think that he might be a fucking alien or something? You know, come from a different planet?
I know. Italians are known to be jokers too.
Bro,
they fuck around a lot.
Tesla, they say, came from Venus, man. You know, maybe he's fucking Venusian. He's come to Earth. He's written down what he's seen. I don't know. I don't believe that. I feel like might have just been fucking around because, you know, I think I talked about it before. In Pompeii, you know, the city he got, there's graffiti and shit of them back in those days, ancient Pompeii. They've rock carvings on the wall of, like, you know, your mum's fat and shit.
Yeah,
like,
we spoke about this with Mobsy,
There's drawings of dicks and shit.
So forever humans have been fucking around with each other.
What I mean? So it could easily be just, you know, someone fucking around. But.
Well, I've got something fucking weird that I come across. I think it was last night, actually. So we'll fucking... I got like a new little intro for when we, you know, have a little segment where we talk about fucking weird shit, kind of extraterrestrial. So we'll fucking... I mean... Now this is what shit I was seeing last night, right, in bed.
How long does that shit go for, bruh? It reminds me of the pie cost.
So last night on TikTok, right? And mind you, you know that you can't believe fuck all that you see on TikTok for one.
Definitely
But
not.
anyway, right? Are Mexican witches real? I saw this thing in Mexico, bro, and there was like a whole page of this cunt's TikToks of these cunts fucking... Now, a lot of them are probably just cunts off their guts on drugs and shit, right? But then there was like this one video, bro, where I don't know what they're doing in like a cemetery or something, but like you see them, there's like this lady like digging up a grave. And then when they turn the camera on her, she's like running on all fours, like a hunch kind of thing, like trying to hide behind the gravestones and shit. And they're yelling shit at her in Spanish and shit. And I was like, what the fuck? And it was her movement was pretty fucking freaky, eh? I'll show you the video. It was strange,
I've seen so many videos. It's always Mexico, bro. Did I send it to you? I don't know. I sent it to Josh. There's this video in Mexico as well. They're in like this sewer thing. They're going down like this sewer, and there's like a rat man.
Yeah, he's got a little tail.
Yeah,
that was one of the videos.
Eating like the fucking eating shit. They're yelling at him and shit.
Yeah,
he's like a fucking half man, half rat.
It was fucking weird. Yeah, and then there was and then they're chasing this fucking witch thing, and they're just yelling and shit. And then there was another video of this guy. He was in like a tunnel or like a sewer or something, and he's holding like a scythe. He's wearing a mask, he's got like a robe on, and he's fucking screaming shit out in Spanish. And in Spanish, he's saying, no one can come down here, don't come near me and shit. And the guy sees him getting filmed and he starts chasing the guy at the camera. The guy at the camera starts fucking legging it and he's yelling shit at him and shit. It was fucking weird, man. Like, Mexicans are fuckwits. Like,
there's some weird fucking people on this earth. Like, are they just fucked in the head or what? Like,
well, we got to understand that Mexico's a very poor country, right? Mind you, I've been to Mexico, right? And I can tell you right now that they will do anything for a buck. Anything. Another man will probably suck you off around the corner for a couple bucks, right? So how do you not know that they're not paying their mates or these random homeless cunts? You give them fucking 100 Mexican peso, which is like $2 Aussie, and just say, hey, if you just act like a crazy man for a video, Like, you don't fucking know.
That's a good point.
Or are these cunts?
I mean, no one thinks of that.
Or are these cunts just poor as fuck and they just resort to drugs and shit? Like like
they're pretty good actors, bro. I mean, fucking hell, if they're being paid just to act for a video. That's
why they're really working for their dollar because this cunt,
some fucking Oscar performance.
This cunt was fucking holding a scythe, and he started checking. And then there was another one where these Mexican like ghost hunter dudes. It was funny too because this guy had like the big camera set up, but then when I paused the video and looked at his equipment, it wasn't even a camera; it was his iPhone, but it had like this big attachment on it. So he's holding it like a camera, like a video camera, but it was just his iPhone in the middle, and I was like, "Fuck off!" So they can't afford the equipment, but anyway. He's got all these weird attachments for his phone. And they've gone into this abandoned hospital. And there was this fucking cunt sleeping in there with a hospital gown on. And they're trying to talk to him and wake him up and shit. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here, bro? Like, Mexicans are fucking strange, man.
Fucking hell, the internet's so
bro,
weird.
that's what I'm saying. And you don't, and it's fuck because you don't know what to believe these days anymore on the internet. TikTok and any of that shit. Like, it's... You really don't fucking know, man. But yeah, I don't know. And then there was like... The witch thing was weird because... Have you seen that video? It's old as. It's probably 10 years old. It's like apparently some road in Serbia or something, and they're driving down it, and then there's this fucking like a lady with long black hair and like a robe and a stick, and she's hobbling along the side of the road, and then they pull up and she starts running into the fucking off into the shrub, fucking screaming and shit. And then that video used to scare the fuck out of me when I was like younger. I was like, fuck, it's an actual like a witch or a crazy lady. But then you read through the comments, and one of the conspiracies is it was actually Serbian cops, and they took a new guy on patrol, and there was one of the other coppers dressing up to fucking freak him out. So they're playing pranks on each other and shit, and they're filming it. Like, so you don't know. Like, it could be. Yeah. Like, it could be.
And you never think of that either, too. Yeah, when you see something like that, the last thing you think of is that it's a fucking fabricated fucking video.
Like another Mexican one another TikTok where it's like these two were caught doing a ritual, and then it's in like the bush in the forest somewhere. You got these two cunts again with cloaks on. They got a fire there, and they're like both chanting shit to the fire and shit. Like, it's fucking weird, man. Like, I don't know what to believe, bro, but I do believe there'd be crazies out there doing witchcraft type shit. Not that they'd have powers or nothing, but there'd be people probably hung up on the thought of doing spells and
definitely
stirring cauldrons and shit.
They're probably out there right now in the forest doing that weird shit right now, being filmed right now as we speak. Like, do they go home? Do they, like, what's that rat man doing, bro?
I don't know, bro.
Like, you know what I mean?
And then, like, another thing I saw on TikTok too was this. See, these could be fake as well. The guy's he's out looking for fucking plants and shit. He's like a plant hunter or something, and he's looking out, and
plant hunter.
The video's innocent as he's like, oh yeah, look, there's a bunch of mushrooms and plants over there, and he's like filming them, like yada yada yada. And then all of a sudden, you just hear this loud as screech coming from the forest, but it's like it sounds like a human like getting eaten or something. And then the video just like pans, and he's like, okay, yeah, it's time for me to go. And then he just starts like sort of jogging off, and then the video ends. Like, shit like that. You always see videos like that in America too, but they could also just be his mate in the bush having
a laugh. Yeah.
It could be his, like, yeah, let's just make a TikTok, and then you just get your mate to go, like, but the scream was pretty fucking free. It was like a shriek, like a banshee shrieking kind of thing.
But like, it's not hard to do that either. You know what I mean? And people will do anything for a couple likes these days, bro.
That's why I don't know, man.
Yeah, so you got to take everything with a pinch of salt.
Are Mexican witches real?
Everything.
That's the fucking question.
Probably.
Yeah, Mexico would be the place to do it too.
Earth is a strange place, man. They're big in witchcraft and shit over there. Like, probably. There's probably some weird shit going on over there. I don't doubt it, man. I've never experienced a witch, never seen a witch. Touch wood, I don't want to see a fucking witch ever in my lifetime. There's different kinds of witches too, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm seeing if anyone responded to my question, but my internet's no internet connection again. What the? It just keeps cutting out. I'm gonna fucking.
Well, something I know a lot of the viewers probably heard about. You might have heard about too. Is the Bofa? No, I'm joking. the fucking
Bobody's bowl bit.
The Georgia Guidestones. Have you heard about that?
No.
Really? You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Probably. You might have.
Georgia Guidestone. That sounds like something dumb.
It's not. It's pretty. It's pretty cool, bro. Like So there's these stones. I think I spoke about it on an episode of FireCast before. There's a stone monument in Georgia in the United States where on it, in like, I think 6 languages of the world, Spanish, English, Hindi, and then 4 ancient languages as well. It's like Stonehenge. It's these big stone pillars with like 10 commandments on them. And on the commandments, one of them is keep the global population below 500 million and shit like that, right? These mysterious stones, and they were created in 1979 by a dude using a fake name, Robert R. Christian, on behalf of an organization that had been planning this guide stones for 20 years. Right? And when he went to the company to propose to get it built, the company is something they'd never done before, and they're like, what the fuck? So he quoted him a ridiculously high price, thinking like just to, fuck him off, and he accepted it straight away. So they built these stones. This guy with a fake name. They don't know. Under it is a time capsule too, and on the stones it says time capsule to be opened in, and then no date. You know what I mean? So they're very weird, and on them they also say stuff like, treat people with just laws and shit like that. They don't sound that bad, but it says keep population below 500 million. We're at fucking 8 billion now, so yeah, so we're way above
it.
A couple days ago they got blown up.
Did they help?
Yeah, they got blown up. Well, they don't know. There's security footage of you see the explosion, and they blew up at exactly 3:33 a.m. And they quickly demolished the rest of the stones. They didn't do a full-on investigation. They don't know. They say lightning strike. It doesn't look like a very bright lightning strike. And this was a day after. Remember I was talking about CERN on the last episode? They did that particle test. And ever since then, a lot of stuff has been happening. These stones blew up, for one.
What are they called? The Georgia?
The Georgia guide stones. So they blew up 3:33 a.m. The Japanese prime minister got assassinated.
Oh, did he?
The ex-prime minister, the longest-serving prime minister, he got assassinated with a homemade shotgun.
Wow.
Boris Johnson stepped down as prime minister because he was caught up in corruption, all this whole thing, corruption. And people think that CERN's particle acceleration did something, and we've kind of shifted to a positive timeline. A lot of people think, myself included, that those stones blowing up are a good thing because, they say keep the population below. And what was weird, when I told Rose, the first thing she said about this was that she feels like the timeline has shifted. Like we've kind of shifted to a positive timeline. Like we were on one part, it was a possibility that a big disaster could happen, or that these commandments, they also say that these commandments might be guidelines on how to rebuild a society after it's been devastated. And it kind of feels like that to me too, that we've kind of shifted timelines to a more positive space. Something has happened and we shifted. And lately, like I said, man, I've been making so much money doing nothing. I'm getting all these opportunities. All these good things are starting to happen. And I really feel like a positive shift has happened. And I don't know if it's CERN smashing particles together. I don't know what it is. But
because I don't know, because it says here Georgia Guidestones now are permanently closed.
Yeah, because they got blown up.
Blown
up. They knocked them down. In the time capsule, I don't know. Like, have they even had a look? Apparently, is there even a time capsule down there? I don't know. But it's just weird. You can see the security footage. Exactly 3:33 a.m. They explode, and they don't know what. If you got security footage of the explosion, surely you could see someone setting up the explosion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
they're just trying to hide it. Why did someone target the site with explosives? Yeah. Interesting,
but,
man. Like that.
Yeah, it's weird. It was like commissioned by like the Illuminati or something, some weird group that been planning them for 20 years. And it was made at the height of the Cold War too, so that's why people think it might be, like a guide on how to rebuild society and shit.
Let's give a 10-part message in a dozen different languages according to... Wow, undefined in perpetual...
See, I thought they were older than that too. I thought they were more mysterious, but it's only 1979.
See, one of the things it says is unite humanity with a living new language.
Yeah.
Rule, passion, faith, tradition, all things attempt to protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts.
Yeah, see, they don't sound that bad.
Yeah, these are like nice rules. Like,
and have an international court or something for international disputes, which makes sense.
Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Balance personal rights with social duties. prize truth, beauty, and love, seek in harmony with the infinite.
Live in nature or some shit. It says.
Be not a cancer on earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. It's written there twice.
Yeah.
Now let me just have a look at the video here. These videos show the explosion. And a car leaving the scene. Yeah. So some cunt's done it. It's not like a random disaster. There's a car leaving the scene.
It's just weird.
But how is it? So why do they always cut out the part where you see the bloke walking up
That's
and
what
planning?
I'm saying, man.
It's
Like, what the fuck? But I feel like it's a good thing, man. I don't know why, but I do feel positive about it. I think those things were like a sign of a possible bad timeline we could go down.
Man, weird, man. And
Weird
it didn't even
times, bro.
destroy the whole thing. It just like ripped off a little chunk of one of the stones, and then they've gone in and destroyed the
They
rest.
knocked it down instantly. They said they were going to do an investigation, and the next morning they just knocked them all down. But yeah, I hope it's a good thing. I feel like it's a good thing. I don't know.
See,
stuff.
there's a video of the car pulling up.
I didn't see a car pulling.
A grey sedan fleeing the scene. Wow, man, that is fucking weird, man.
I'm surprised you didn't hear about it.
Yeah, no, I had no idea these things were a fucking thing, man. That's fuck. Well, before I read out my question, 'cause I only asked one, man. I was watching. Me and my missus started Stranger Things again because obviously the big hype with season 4 and stuff. We're like, fuck it, let's just start again. I've forgotten half the shit that's happened. You don't fucking realize that whole show's based on CERN. It's CERN. Have you seen the show?
Yeah, I've seen.
Bro, season 1. It's basically the cunts in the laboratory. They open up the portal somehow. They didn't show exactly how they've opened up the portal, but it's just an alternate dimension. It's got monsters and shit in there. Like, that's CERN. Them smashing particles together to open something up by accident.
Heaps of shows.
That's what I was like, what the fuck? Like, and it's a good show, man. That whole show is based on Dungeons and Dragons. It's hectic. Like, there's a fucking spell called Shadow of Veils, which is like the alternate dimension, but it's got beast and shit in there. It's the exact same world that you live in, but it's just on the other side where it's like a world of death and shit. That's basically CERN, bro. They're in a laboratory trying to keep it secret. It comes out, so they're trying to kill the people who know, but then it gets too many people find out, so they can't really do anything about it. Like,
I didn't really like Stranger Things.
What do you mean? I reckon it's fucking great.
I watched the whole thing up and minus this newer season, and it never, like, we watched it, but I was never like into it. Like, I never wanted to watch and see what happens next. I just didn't care.
I don't know. Like, the new season apparently is one of the greatest seasons ever filmed on Netflix.
Yeah, I saw the first episode.
Rated. Each episode goes for like over an hour and a half or something. It's like 10 movies or something.
It's actually scary too.
Yeah, like it looks cool.
Yeah, I saw first episode, but
okay, well, because I only asked one question, and I think I've asked this question before, but I love asking it. Is what conspiracy do you 100% believe in?
Yeah, I asked that once.
So Aaron says aliens, but at this point it's a fact, not conspiracy. I mean, it's still...
Don't believe these aliens, man.
Yeah,
the government ones, the ones they're talking about on the fucking Today Show and shit, don't believe these aliens.
There still is no actual proof. Like
Project Bluebeam.
Yeah. I mean, I was even reading this thing on aliens about like Area 51. So when Area 51 basically first opened, almost immediately people were... there was hundreds of thousands of calls about people seeing unidentifiable flying objects. But in the 50s, airplanes and aircraft in the 50s were only flying at like an altitude of 10,000 feet or something. Now we fly at like 40,000 or 50,000 feet. So back then, they weren't flying as high. But at the time in the 50s, they opened Area 51, for people who don't do their research, was to test out new flying equipment for the American Army. And there was this it was an airplane called the U-2. And they were testing that plane to fly at altitudes of like 30,000 feet, which is the current flying altitude. So all that's happening is there was a new aircraft flying and people are going, fuck, look how high it is. And they don't know what it is. It was just a fucking plane. So that's why even on the article I read, even a lot of air pilots and people who like a lot of pilots were flying, and then they'd see the aircraft like above them, and they'd panic and call radio in saying there's an unidentifiable flying object, blah blah blah, it's aliens. No, it was just a fucking ship. It was just a different brand of airplane that they were trying out for the American military. That's why they opened Area 51. They were testing the U-2 flying aircraft. So, like, you know what I mean? So that's what started the whole kind of fucking alien thing. Like, there's still no fucking proof. Like you said, it's probably just all fake to fucking freak us all out, make us pay a new tax on that anti-alien protection fucking tax that we're going to have to pay in 20 years. Like,
yeah, it's aliens is hard, man, because I do believe there's real aliens too, but I also believe it's a political agenda as well. So it's like, what do you believe, man? It's...
Yes, I don't know about that. Like, I do believe there's aliens out there, but it's just I honestly just don't think. I just think they're gonna not even bother with us. Honestly, like if aliens are real, they could have made contact 100 times over. They're just choosing not to because, one, we're fucking a useless species that pose no threat to them whatsoever. Two, they're just looking at us going, yeah, these cunts are killing themselves off anyway.
I think what's more plausible, honestly, is that we are a product of aliens. I feel they've created us.
We're an experiment gone horribly wrong.
Not horribly wrong necessarily, but they've engineered our DNA or whatever. Because, I mean, you look at the pyramids, you look at the moon. I got the stuff written down for the moon. Like, there's things that just don't make... Humans didn't build the pyramids. Like, that's just point blank. There's these big granite beams that are way too heavy. There's all these things inside the pyramids that just... It had to be aliens, man, especially in those times. And there's so much things like that just... I don't know, man. To me, I think there's more evidence that we have been... our DNA has been messed with by other beings that have accelerated our evolution. To me, that's the best theory.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a hard one. Daddy Scud says 9/11 being an inside job, government job. Yeah, that's a fucked one too. Because what was it that I saw not long ago? I think it was this year, where someone released a video footage that they had of 9/11, and they released a video for some reason like 11 years later, and everyone's going, "Why the fuck didn't you show this when it first happened?" It was like, fuck. I don't want to butcher the story, but the video was like a different angle of someone seeing the plane crash, and it's like the plane not even crashing into the building or something, and it's just flying off or some shit. I swear. And then everyone's going, "Why the fuck have you held on to this?" Blah, 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 blah. And everyone was basically angry that this bloke's come out and released it. But I think it was something along those lines, or like something like the first airplane hit the building, and then you see like another plane skim past the building or something like that. I don't know.
I saw a joke video that sounds similar to what you're talking about. Yeah. So a different angle, guy going, "Oh no, it's gonna hit the plane," and then just like, oh, it just flies past. So, but I don't know.
I can't remember exactly what happened in the video, but all I remember is that everyone was pissed off because he held on to this evidence like 11 years later. And then he's come out and gone, "Oh, look, by the way, I filmed this back then." Like, you know what I mean? Oh,
Mum's
take that if you want.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll call her back later.
It's probably important.
I don't think it's important.
It could be.
Well, she'll text me now anyway. Fucking.
Well, here, another one.
What
right?
the fuck were we saying?
UFOs not. So this is Speak of the Devil, the Couch Sessions podcast. Shout out, my bro. I'll be messaging you later today, bro. So, UFOs not a conspiracy anymore. Yep, that's what Aaron said. Or JFK was killed for speaking the truth about UFOs.
JFK is a good one. There's a lot of shit on JFK, man.
He was the only decent president they had, him and Lincoln.
Yeah, 100%.
The only ones trying to do good, and they both got killed.
JFK, man.
Why?
Apparently JFK, they wanted, when they put forward Operation, I think Paperclip, or I might be butchering the names, but so basically about false flags. So they proposed to JFK, let's do, we can do this. We attack our own American people, but we blame it on this, we fabricate the event and then we provide the solution. And JFK obviously denied doing that. And then, they probably killed him. And then look, years later, what do you think keeps happening? All these fucking false flag events, all these other presidents that don't fucking turn it down. I 100% believe JFK was fucking assassinated by, US.
100%. By US soil, yeah.
100%. And, like not a random dude, but someone with interest, obviously. Like, it's so dumb that the presidents that everybody likes, the people that everybody seems to like,
dead.
die. And then you got people like Donald Trump, for example, are so divisive and everything. Nothing happens, or like George Bush, even nothing happens. It's just weird, man. Fuck America, bro. Seriously, America is so backwards.
Yeah, they're fucked.
The point of no return, that place.
Another one from Scud. Yeah, moon landing being fake.
That's a tough one too.
Moon landing
I don't
being
know about
fake,
that.
and COVID being lab made. I can go on for days. Hey, fucking send every single one you think you've got, bro. But moon landing. I don't think we could do it. I don't know. Like
it's hard, man. I used to 100% believe it was fake. I used to 100% believe it was fake. But as I'm so into space and shit now, I'm so into like NASA and everything now. We've definitely been there since.
Yeah.
But it's just the question of, did we do it in 1969? And then you got as well the video of Buzz Aldrin, where he's on a talk show. He's on the Conan O'Brien show, and he's talking that they didn't actually see a live stream of the moon landing. They saw an animation.
Yeah.
Because the technology wasn't good enough to fucking live stream it. But the technology was good enough to go there.
Yeah.
And the other thing about the moon landing too is that it was a Cold War shit, right? So they're racing the Russians. It was a race, but the Russians admit defeat, that the US beat them. So like if it was fake, wouldn't the Russians want to like be like, but then unless they're all in cahoots anyway. That's
fine.
You know what I mean?
Like, it's 2022, man. Fucking Putin's probably on the phone now to Joe Biden, the old silly cunt. He's going, yeah, all right, I'm going to do this next and this next. Right. You pretend to do this. Like, you know what I mean, bro? Fuck these cunts.
Joe Biden.
You got no idea what the fuck. Like, and then you got people out there who generally believe the shit that the government tell us.
That's the worst type of people.
You know what I mean? We're their little rats. We're their little pawn. We're meant to be kept dumbed down and quiet while they move in the shadows and do shit, or for a profit, or for this, or for that. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. And the COVID being 100%, I think that was a lab fuck up. I still fucking, no offense, I still think it was China's fault. They were either A, trying to depopulate their own country and it got too out of control, or my most favorite one is where they did it on purpose, crash the stock market, crash the crypto, and then China scoop in and buy it all up. And then when everyone recovers, China is now the richest country in the world. Even though we were already in debt to China, everyone was. We're now even more in debt to these guys. They own us.
Those theories seem too surface level to me. I feel like they're too
basic. I think it's a global thing, regardless of where it started, and it's to bring in a new age, man, and it has, and it's changing. The world is different than it was, and it's going to continue to change. It was the catalyst for crypto. It speeds something like that, speeds everything up. Look at these gas prices and everything going up now. That's going to push everyone to go electric sooner. Look at this, the money and the economy crashing. That's going to push a new system into play, crypto, blockchain. And it's like everything. The quickest way to make change is through disaster.
Yeah.
That's what these governments do all the time.
Yeah.
And I think it being China versus everybody, or China versus US, I feel like that stuff is so surface level. I really feel like all this big shit that happens is a global thing. You know what I mean? It's like United Nations. It's like people we don't even know the names of behind all this shit, I feel like. But that's my theory. I mean, it's just the way everyone doesn't care about COVID and everything anymore. And
that's what I don't understand.
They're missing the point. I feel like it's done what it needed to do. It's not necessarily about, locking us down and shit. That's just a part of the process. But it's hard to tell, who the fuck are we to say anything? Like we're just fucking two random fucking blokes.
I don't know.
It's hard to decipher all
That's
this
what
shit.
pisses me off now. That's what I've said this, I think, on the last episode too. How now no one gives a fuck about COVID, and then yet fucking old mate comes to work fucking blowing fucking green phlegm into his fucking handkerchief, fucking swinging his little handkerchief around like the cunt's sick as a dog, bro. Everyone's coming to work sick as a dog, and no one gives a fuck anymore. No one cares. You cunts, you're all going to work sick with the sniffles, with the green phlegm, with the fucking this. Your eyes are red, your eyes are watery, you're fucking You're sick as a fucking cunt, and you're coming to work now making it, and then we're all just giving it to each other. So I come to work, I'm fine, but then old mate, he's sick. Then at the end of the week, he's fine. Then I start getting sick. I still go to work though. I've just always been like that. I don't take the day off because I've got the fucking flu. But during COVID, you had to. You were told even if it's just the flu, you have to stay home for 2 weeks. If you got no fucking annual leave or nothing, you got to fucking sign up for this $600 a week. Can't even fucking buy groceries with that fucking money, right? But now we're all just getting sick with each other, and there's fucking high fives, and we're all kissing each other and shit. No one gives a fuck. That's what I don't fucking understand, bro. Fuck a lot of you cunts. You're all fucking crying about your masks and shit. And now look at you. You're going to work sick. You're giving it to your work colleagues.
That's the worst for me.
What the fuck, bro?
The people who reacted so like
pisses me off, man. Yeah,
those are the people.
They're the cunts going to work sick.
They're so unconscious and so unaware of what's really happening in the world. They're living in a fucking. They're the worst kind of people, bro. Seriously, you really got to have some critical thinking skills and understand the world around you. You're just listening to your government. You're following all these rules. You're so scared, terrified, just because you're watching the fucking 6 o'clock news. Like, bro, turn that shit off, man. It's doing you no good. And people think, oh yeah, I'm just watching the news. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't matter. You know, I hate Karens, man. Like, fucking Karens are the worst, bro. Like with anything, like the people that fucking take life so seriously and shit, and it's just, bro, loosen up a bit.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Now all of a sudden it's okay to go to work sick. Like, because if I was to tell my boss now, fuck man, I'm coming down with the flu, he'd probably say to me, come on, bro, like you just got a sniffly nose, come to work, we need you. Like, hold on a second here, cunt. But fucking at the start of the year though, if I had the fucking flu, you wouldn't even fucking call me. You just message me saying, yeah, no, stay home for 2 weeks. Like, I don't fucking get it. See, in saying that though, the companies didn't give a fuck about COVID. They just cared that if they got caught breaking the law, their company gets shut down or whatever, or the big fines that you'd get.
It's the government.
Like, I don't. Yeah. Anyway, another one from Mum says that we landed on the moon. Yeah, a lot of people don't seem to believe that. And Safe Boys shout out says Harold Holt didn't just disappear. Who the fuck's Harold Holt?
Sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
Let me,
I feel like I've heard.
Jimbo, can you fucking, can you look it up there in the back, bro? Look it up and then just fucking ping it through to my phone, please, mate.
Sounds familiar, bro. I feel like I looked this up the other day. Oh, I did look this up the other day, bro. What the fuck? That's crazy that he said this. He mentioned this because Rose mentioned something about this, right? There's an Australian Prime Minister. This guy just went out to the beach, right? And he went for a swim and he never came back. He disappeared.
Oh, this cunt. Yeah.
The Australian Prime Minister.
An enormous search operation was mounted, but nothing was ever. But what does it mean? What does it mean to escape? Harold Holt, to do a Harold Holt. Oh, it's literally called, what's it mean to do a Harold Holt? It's now like a meaning to escape. Or to make a rapid departure. So I didn't get it though. Why would people want to get him got?
That's what I'm saying. That's what
was that just random though, or was he like another JFK type guy and has gone, fuck this cunt?
That's what Rose's mum was saying too, but I don't think so. Australia's small fish here, bro. That type of shit, no one gives a fuck, bro. I think fucking he was a guy that liked to swim every morning and shit too. So he probably just fucking
got eaten by a shark.
He probably got caught in a rip, bro. And fucking,
and when you're fucking 60 years old, bro, it's like
it just happens, bro.
That's why, like, if there wasn't a specific reason on why that someone would want to get him,
there might be. I mean, I don't know too much about him, so maybe he was doing some shit, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if you're someone who likes to swim every day, it's a good possibility that you fucking.
So I don't go in the ocean, man. I don't go in the ocean. I don't like it.
Me neither, really.
At the beach, I don't go any deeper than chest height, and once I get to chest height, I start to freak out a bit. I start to back up. Don't like it. Sharks and shit.
It's always too cold at the beach, man. I never go in the fucking water.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't like writing shit down because it's so unnatural, like bringing it up. But, you know, fuck, it's interesting stuff.
So
Ghislaine Maxwell, right? You know.
This fucking bitch.
Yeah, right. So we're told that she's going to be on trial. Everyone's celebrating. Hooray. We're going to find out who's involved. We're going to know everything. Jeffrey Epstein, trial gets no coverage. They don't mention it once. They didn't tell us the names, who was involved. She only gets 20 years.
Mm-hmm. But they'll film the whole of Johnny Depp.
That's what I was going to say. We get Johnny Depp's case for fucking 30 days of this shit. And like the fact that this guy is a billionaire, trafficking millions of children and women, thousands of people, and then that the prince is involved and shit, and no one cares. Life, like, bro, what the fuck, man? How have you not lost faith in your governments and your courts and your institutions after this? Life goes on. We have the same people in power, the same fucking... What is going on here, bro? Like, the world is a fucking stage, man. All this shit is a fucking joke.
Money talks, bro.
She gets 20 years. They tell us we're going to know who's involved. They didn't say who's involved. It's like they're trying to protect... The court is protecting who's involved.
Yeah, because the people that are involved pay $10 million for you to keep your mouth shut.
How fucked is that? But like they're dishing out the punishment and they're protecting those who should be punished. Like there's something fucked up about this that's going on, and it's still happening. What, do people think Jeffrey Epstein's the only bloke fucking who was doing this? No. But no one
Do you remember, I was thinking about this the other night. Fuck, I should have messaged Brad. We used to talk about it all the time at work. But do you remember balls deep during that shit was a couple years back? Not even, maybe even in like 2020 or something, where all that shit was going on in Melbourne, and people were saying there was random roadworks and shit in Melbourne in the middle of the night, and they were actually trafficking the kids in the tunnels underneath Melbourne and shit. Did you know that Australia, we have one of the most intricate tunnel system in the world, and they all seem to lead to the beaches? Pull up a boat, cargo container, load up a bunch of fucking kids. Like what? It's not. It sounds crazy, man, but it's not. It's not. This shit, and people in Melbourne all kept saying, and they were uploading pictures of their Snapchats and shit, and all the roads were construction or under construction, but there was nothing there. It was all works underground, and people were complaining in the middle of the night at like 2, 3 a.m. They could hear like construction shit happening, but it was all underground and loud bangs and shit. Like they were just fucking trafficking children or trafficking shit underneath the ground, bro, through the tunnels in Melbourne. I can't remember the exact shit that was going on, but it was something along that, because me and Brad talked about it every day for like almost 6 months. Every day we're like, fuck, like, is this shit actually happening? Like, apparently it's bad in Australia. Like, we've got it bad here. Heaps of tunnels, heaps of sex trafficking, bro, there was a fucking cunt that got arrested up the road here because he had like a bunch of child pornography and shit, and he was the fucking one of the coaches of the St. Clair the girls' soccer team and he lived up the road here, just here. He got arrested last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah, there's some sick fucking people, bro.
Like,
seriously, man.
when I found out, I wanted to fucking get a couple of people together and start fucking throwing bricks through the house, but he was arrested, so I didn't want to fucking torment the poor guy's wife or whatever, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the wife or the stepmom, whoever, was the one that found it out. And it wasn't just him too. It was like a couple of other blokes all involved. Like, that shit is fucked up, man. Like,
yeah, there's some weird theory too that my missus came up with, that in Penrith, the other side of the river in Penrith, you know, that you got the main side where everyone's all populated and shit, and then the other side's more quiet.
Well, where all the nice houses are.
It's like it's got a little picnic area. It's got that nice little walk. You go down that hill and it's like next to the fucking dam thing.
Nah, not too sure.
Anyway, it's the other side, not the side where everyone walks the fucking dog. It's where the rowing club is. There's a rowing club.
Yeah, anyway.
But there's always these cars, right, would pull up and like they drive. They do like 2 laps, pull up next to each other, and they get out. One person would get out, usually an older bloke, an old man will get out. They walk down into like the bushes over there, and they come back, get in the car and leave. And they keep doing this, and it's like clockwork, bro. It's some weird shit. And I was at that place the other day.
Should we stake it out?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we go there quite often, and it's like it's a weird vibe over there, bro. There's like it's so quiet. It's all the older people. It's all they're doing something. I don't know if they're doing like fucking sexual favors for each other or some shit. And there's like, I've seen clothes scattered on the fucking floor over there near the bushes before. I don't know. And we saw actually investigators there too one time.
Really?
Investigators walking around. So I don't know what the fuck's going on over there, bro, but it doesn't look good, man.
We might have to go for a stakeout.
These old fellas, bro, they're fucking twisted.
Bring a couple baseball bats with us, and we'll just stake out, bro. And just be like, what the fuck's going on here, you cold
What are
cunts?
you
Like,
fucking?
yeah, what are you doing, bro?
Fucking a vigilante or something.
I'll smack an old guy in the face with a bat. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If he's doing shit to children, bro, I will not hold back.
Yeah,
I will
fucking
knock his teeth out. Just. The only shit thing about that though is you fucking accidentally kill the cunt and then you go to
You
prison.
go to
Still.
jail,
Doesn't matter
yeah.
what you're doing, you will still end up in prison. That's the fuck thing. Okay, probably not. I wouldn't hit him in the face. I'd hit him in the knees. Can't kill someone breaking the knees, could you? Smack him in the knees, fuck his legs up.
You probably could kill an old fella, hitting him in the
I
knee,
know.
he falls
I know.
down, hits his head in the pavement, he's gone.
Might have to do a fucking TJMR vigilante fucking thing. We'll stake it out,
Get
man.
some uniforms and some
Capes,
masks,
yeah,
bro.
masks, capes, boots, and we'll wear skin tight undies. We'll run down there with bats and
Skin tight.
start bashing random old people.
Imagine that. Us running around in undies and shit, undies and masks on, we're fucking carrying baseball bat.
Fuck, man, I don't know. I don't like those conspiracies, bro. They're scary. They're the ones that make me feel uneasy. Like,
Because they're the realistic ones.
yeah.
Have you heard of John Lilly?
Mm-mm.
So he's the inventor of the isolation tank. You know, the deprivation tank where you float in a tank. And he firmly believed that dolphins are as intelligent as humans, and that if we could break the communication barrier, that they would have a seat on the United Nations and they'd be classified as water people and they would have rights,
really?
full on. And he developed a lot of his work to figuring out how to talk to fucking dolphins. He gave him LSD and shit. Like,
trying to get them to talk. Eh?
and-
Is he dead or?
yeah, he's dead now.
Yeah, yeah.
But he designed this
What was his name?
John Lilly. He designed this laboratory, right, where it was a floating living room where dolphins and humans could
Like hang
chat
out.
and develop a common language to try to figure out how to speak. And I don't think he's wrong, bro.
I don't know.
I really
man.
don't
I mean,
think dolphins are so smart.
They are.
They know like 250 unique words. They call each other names. They have unique clicks for each dolphin's name. Have you seen the video too of that at SeaWorld and shit or something? They train the dolphins, right, to pick up the litter, and they pick up the rubbish and the paper floating at the bottom, and they bring it back for food. And the dolphins are so smart, right? They started getting the bits of paper, jamming it under rocks and tearing it into two, so they get two pieces of fish.
Yeah. Wow.
And they rape humans too.
What?
Dolphin rape, it's a real thing. They rape girls and shit. Like, dolphins are horny as.
Yeah, aren't they the only animal that have sex for pleasure?
Something like that, too, bro.
What do you mean they rape humans? They're like people that are just swimming in the
You can
beach.
look up YouTube videos and shit. Dolphins humping, they pounce on women, bro. And yeah, man, I don't think he's wrong, bro. Have you seen? It's funny too, because is it an episode of The Simpsons where that happens?
Where the dolphins come on land and they take over. Yeah.
Bro, they might be onto something here, man.
I'm trying to. This shit's not. Here we go. John Lilly. Fuck, he looked like a crazy cunt too.
Yeah, he experimented with fucking acid all the time. Shit. He'd get in a deprivation tank on acid and shit.
Fuck that. John Lilly.
I don't think he's wrong though, man. To be honest,
It wasn't very. Yeah, remember he often stirred controversy, especially among mainstream scientists.
he believed they'd be on the United Nations and that
Well,
they'd be water people. Like, if we could talk to them, I don't think he's wrong, bro. I really don't. They're very smart, man. They're mammals too, which is weird.
He began studying how bottlenose dolphins vocalize. Floating in isolation. Anyway.
Ocean mammals are weird to me, bro. Like the fact that it's the same as us, but it breathes air, but it lives in the water.
Yeah.
That seems so unnatural. It seems so strange.
it's
Same
weird.
with whales. Like, why are they in the water if they breathe air? Why were they designed to be? It's
Well, speaking on
out.
the water animals, fucking and a thing I saw which was kind of fucking weird too. Again, this one was on TikTok. I hate seeing this shit on TikTok because you just don't know.
You just got to Google it after.
yeah.
Do some research.
So the megalodon, is it still real?
I
Living
reckon.
in the deepest
yeah.
parts of
I
the
reckon.
thing. Because I haven't looked this up to confirm this, but on the TikTok video was, if you Google it's probably been taken down by now, surely. If you Google mapped this little part on the maps in the water, there's a little fucking tiny fucking shark, bro. Like the shadow of a shark in the water, right? Now, but just put that into perspective. It looked about this fucking big on the image from space. So how fucking big is this animal to fucking be captured from space? That was what the whole point of the TikTok was. If this thing is on Google Images only this big, the size of a fucking 50-cent coin, captured that photo from space, how fucking large is it in the water? That it's if it's a normal size shark, you can't see that from space. No way. So that's why they're all saying it's a fucking megalodon or a baby megalodon. And scientists still believe, because the Mariana Trench is so undiscovered, we can't even design equipment to get down there. We've only gone a certain amount into the trench because our equipment just starts to bust under the pressure and shit. There could be megalodons like fucking 20, like 50 meter long sharks down there and shit.
I hope so. I've always
That'd be
hoped.
fucked.
I want to believe that the megalodon's still out there. It's so interesting and so cool. And I've seen Google Maps has a lot of weird shit on there, bro. I've seen another one of like a giant squid as well.
Yeah. Well, the giant squid has been found in the Mariana Trench. That they've confirmed that. There's videos of it, which was fucking. I thought that was so cool.
There's colossal squids and shit.
Colossal squids, like they're ginormous.
They got the biggest eye in the world. The biggest eye of any creature is colossal squid.
And they live in the Mariana Trench, which is crazy too, because the video I saw was they had this pod in the Mariana Trench or whatever, and then the camera zoom, it's dark as fuck down there, and then all of a sudden this giant squid just comes onto the fucking tank and starts like not attacking, but like just resting on this thing, and all the scientists were cheering and high-fiving, going like, yeah, we found the giant squid. That was fucking kind of cool.
There was the other video I think you sent me too of that squid that they discovered. That was the footage of the first time seeing that squid. It's got the long legs. That little thing, it's got the long legs. There's a lot of weird shit down there, bro.
But they reckon that the megalodon could be a thing, like, because like the biggest.
I believe, man. I hope.
Like, what's the biggest shark they found? Like, there's some videos like off the Gulf of Mexico and shit, and there's this shark, man, and it's fucking massive. Like, it is bigger than this room, and it's just floating. Like, it looks like it's that heavy he can't swim. Like, he's just floating there, and that shit. That's fucking so weird. Like, that's probably baby megalodons, but they reckon that the megalodons, they now prefer the colder waters. That's why they're in the Mariana Trench and shit. Well, hunting, and they'd probably be eating the giant squid.
If the sharks are still alive, why can't the megalodon? And the thing about those colossal squids too, they hunt sperm whales and shit too, which is fucking crazy. And Google other things on maps. There's just a lot of weird shit. Have you seen that giant bunny on Google Maps? There's a giant stuffed rabbit. Huge stuffed rabbit on Google Maps. You can see just a random stuffed rabbit in like the mountains in Italy, and there's like fucking. You could see bodies at some places. Apparently,
I've seen that.
Like,
they forget to take out the bodies, and you zoom in on like fucking it's fucked
Google
up.
Google Maps is wild, man.
Surely there's some cunt at Google that's his job is to look over to make sure there's nothing crazy on there. Like, come on,
bro. The world's huge, man. It's all computer shit. Yeah, I only have two more things written down here. I just wanted to talk about fucking. Have you seen this might fucking do something for you? I don't know. Have you seen that video of there's this video. I love this video, man. There's this kid, right? A young kid, pretty young kid. I don't know how old he'd be, but it's an old video on YouTube of him explaining dimensions. Like it's like a 14-minute video or some shit, and he's explaining it so perfectly and so well. Anyway, I saw recently another clip. It was a clip of that cut up on TikTok, and I remembered it. And the way he explains everything is so easy. He puts it in ways that like it's easy to understand. So if an object, right, to a two-dimensional being, if an object is moving away from you and expanding at the same time, so it's growing larger as it's moving away, it'll appear the same. It'll look like it's not moving at all, because as it goes further away, it gets bigger, so it covers the space, right? So if a two-dimensional being who lives on the second dimension, to them, they'll see the line moving backwards and expanding, but to them, it'll just be stagnant. But because we can see in 3 dimensions and we're observing this happening, we can see that the line is moving. So that's like us with 4D and every other dimension. We live in the 3rd dimension, right? We can only perceive 3D. But what can't we perceive? You know, we can only perceive everything because we're in it. But there might be other beings and everything that's looking from the outside in, and they can see what's going on around us. So people think time is the fourth dimension, which I don't know about that. But like, it's like Interstellar. You seen that fucking Interstellar? Have you seen Interstellar? Oh, you gotta watch Interstellar, bro. There's a bit where he goes down a fucking, he goes in a black hole and he gets caught in like a fucking, a tesseract and shit. It's like this big trippy fucking, but that's, you know, other dimensions exist. We just can't perceive them and comprehend them. So who knows what's next? People think DMT, when you take DMT or when you die, that brings you into the next dimension.
Well, I mean, just like Stranger Things, the science teacher explains it pretty fucking simply, but pretty smartly. Like, this is when the kids are first starting to figure out that their mate that's gone missing could possibly be in a different dimension, right? So, because it's done really smart, so they can hear their mate sometimes because the mate's right next to him, but they just can't see him, like you said, because they can't perceive it. They can't perceive where he is. We just can't comprehend it in our brains. So he's in the next dimension. He can see them, but they can't see him. So they start to finally put together, you know, this is crazy, but he could possibly be in a different dimension, and we just have to try to get to him. So they asked the science teacher, theoretically, how would you get to the next dimension? And the science teacher says, well, picture it as like an acrobat balancing on a tightrope, right? We're the acrobat, right, on this rope. We can only go left or right. That's it, right? That's all we can possibly do on this rope. Now, but picture a flea on the rope next to the acrobat. The flea can go left, right, walk under the rope, around the rope, and if he gets into a little hole or a little cut in the rope, he can get into the rope. The flea can, but we can't.
That's exactly what I was saying. That's
exactly how it is. And I was like, fuck yeah, it's so simple but smart. And then they're like, so how do you do it? How would you open this dimension, like a gate to this dimension theoretically? And the science teacher says, this is where I got the whole CERN thing. I was watching it going, fuck. I'm like, Chloe, this is literally CERN. And he goes, well, you'd need a lot of energy. You'd have to get a lot of particles, create a lot of energy, smash them together at a high enough velocity to create enough energy to be able to basically punch a hole through time and space. But he goes, you need so much energy. He goes, I don't think we could possibly do it, not yet. And he goes, but you need a lot of energy. And I was like, that's literally what they're doing at CERN. They're trying to fuck with our universe to see where they can go to next and what they can achieve. And I was like, fuck. I'm like, so Stranger Things has got the hitting the nail on the head with what they're trying to say. But yeah, that's why I was like, fuck. That's how they explained it in the show.
Yeah, that's a good explanation too.
And then the kids go running off trying to fucking... That's why I didn't know this, but a compass... I didn't realize that the needle automatically points to true north because of the magnetic pull. How do they do that?
That's weird too.
How do they make a compass?
I don't understand.
Like, what's in the needle that's attracted to north? I don't get it. Is it some type of rock, some type of metal?
That's what I was thinking too the other day. Like a microwave, right? Yeah. You and I would have no idea how the fuck to even start to build a microwave. It's literally warming up your food with microwaves. Like... How do you do that? Like, you know what I mean? So there's someone who knows how it works and how to do it. But like, where are these microwaves coming from? How is it? What's going on? You know what I mean? And there's the same thing. Like, what is a particle? How do you smash a particle?
Yeah, that's
you
why.
You know what I mean? Like,
see, I personally think if I was the president, I wouldn't allow it. Don't fuck with it, because one day, man, hopefully we're gone, but one day these dickheads are gonna open up something that they can't control or can't close, and it's going to fucking, just like Stranger Things, bro, we're going to have these weird, creepy monsters and shit, or like it's going to, even the science teacher said, he goes, but the risk about smashing these particles together is that it could possibly create like a black hole or something and suck us all into our dooms. Like, they don't fucking know what it's going to do. Like,
I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm here for it, bro.
Fuck
smash them together, make weird shit.
I wouldn't allow it.
Yeah, he gives a fuck.
Number one rule is no more CERN shit, no more smashing particles. You cunts can all go get jobs at McDonald's. How do you even get a fucking job? What do you want to do when you leave high school, mate?
Smash
I
particles.
want to send my resume to fucking Area 51 and smash particles together and try open a dimension portal that's going to fucking release a bunch of monsters that are going to suck my cock. Like, how do you even apply for a job doing that, bro?
I think it's important to try and understand the universe, though. I feel like we could just live boring lives and just live and die as we do, but there's more to it, man. Like, the world is too perfect to be just science, and I think we can use science to try and cover those secrets. Like the moon and the sun, right? The sun and the moon is exactly 400 times smaller than the sun and exactly 400 times closer to the earth than the sun is. So that's why they appear the same size in the sky, and when there's a fucking lunar eclipse, the moon can perfectly cover the sun. What? Like, how is that just fucking coincidence?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The earth is fucking too perfect to be just a coincidence. And what I had written down lastly was about the moon is that, so they've discovered that, so the craters on the moon, right? Usually a crater, the wider it is, the deeper it is, right? But on the moon, no matter how wide a crater is, in comparison to its width, the depth never goes deeper than a dinner plate. And they theorize, Russian scientists have theorized that they're hitting something extremely hard under the craters, and that it could be a hollow space station built by extraterrestrials. that the fucking moon is our satellite.
Wow, yeah.
And they've also found obelisks on the moon that are same position as the pyramids on Earth. They've found a lot of weird shit about the moon, and some occultists reckon that the moon feeds on the negative energy of humans, and that it traps us here and prevents us from ascending to the next dimension, and that it's a fucking reincarnation trap, that, you know, you can't reincarnate because of the moon. So, like, the moon's evil or some shit.
Wow.
Apparently, some people believe, bro, we got to blow up the moon.
Or if it is a fucking alien space that's got this crazy indestructible metal, we wouldn't be able to blow it up.
We had to destroy it.
Can't.
We had to somehow, man.
Can't.
We got to get rid of it. Because I want to ascend. I want to get out of here when I'm done, bro. I want to die and go to the next fucking level.
That's a creepy one. I don't know, man.
Yeah, the moon.
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. Watching Stranger Things again has fucking got me thinking of all this crazy shit. It's fucking mad. Love it.
The slow fade in. I did put some Instagram things, so we'll go over those quickly. But
Like that.
slow fade in and fade
Like
out.
that.
That's cool, man.
That's my DJ skills coming in.
All right, so the question I asked was, what grosses you out? Zexa says, when people wear gloves in fast food restaurants and then touch themselves and their nose and stuff. That is pretty gross. Or COVID, when they're doing the COVID test and they got the gloves on and they're using the same glove for everyone else. What's the point in the gloves if you're fucking touching everything? Shako says, Northern Territory police and how they treat the Indigenous. Yeah, just the treatment of Indigenous all over is fucked up, to be honest. It doesn't seem like a hard thing to change, but for some reason it is. You know, they abandoned their plan to build a $20 million fucking pole to put the Aboriginal flag on the bridge. They abandoned it, and instead they're just going to replace the New South Wales flag. So they're just going to take that flag off and put the Aboriginal flag on instead of spending $20 million. Like, bro, why don't they just do that in the first place?
Hey, we need the money, man.
Does anyone care about New South Wales fucking flag? No one even knows they have a fucking flag. Ivan Sanchez says, people who don't like Eminem. Yeah, I don't know why hating on Eminem has become like these young kids, man. They don't understand.
They got no fucking idea.
The young kids,
they
bro,
got no idea.
They don't understand.
No idea.
Oz Collective says ant shit.
Isn't that Zexa?
I don't know.
Isn't that his little page?
I don't
I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it?
What is ant shit? What is that? I've never seen an ant shit. That's a strange thing to say. Mum says hearing teeth getting pulled. Fuck, have you ever had a tooth pulled?
No.
Oh, God, it is horrible. It is a terrible experience. I hope you never have to experience that. And Jezza says hair once it's fallen out. Hair once it's fallen out and it's free. Shit makes me dry reach. I'm not too big on the hair thing. I don't really care. If I see a hair in my food, I just pick it out, keep eating.
Yeah, I don't. Nan's bad.
Yeah,
and
well,
she likes lots of dry reaching and shit. It's just a hair in her food. So I always, when we have barbecue, when I used to have long hair, I'd put my hair over her food and just rustle it and shit.
Where do you listen to the most music? Car, gym, at home, other. 38% car, 19% gym, 33% at home, 10% other.
Car and home. I love pumping music at home. Making dinner, me and Chloe be fucking doing a samba. It's the best, bro.
I don't do that.
I love it.
I'm not a big music listener unless I'm in the car or at the gym.
No, I love music. I love music.
Yeah, it's 8 votes car, 4 votes gym, 7 votes at home, 2 votes other. Okay, next one. I didn't put too many up. Next one. Favorite type of entertainment: TV, YouTube videos, streams. 45% TV, 50% YouTube videos, 5% streams.
YouTube's the shit, man.
9 votes TV, 10 votes YouTube. 1 vote stream.
YouTube's the only website that's still going as strong as it is today than it was like 10 years ago. Remember YouTube fucking 5-6 years ago when you were only in high school? It was popping off. It was just fucking heaps of Call of Duty montages, gaming things, stuff like that, way before Fortnite and all that.
I've always been YouTube.
YouTube, I love it, man. I love it. I would love to start doing more videos for YouTube, but like properly, where you get a camera guy and he follows us around. But we just got to do shit. Like
we don't do enough.
We got to actually, like, you know, like, again, I was watching more Steve Will Do It before you come, and it's done spot on, man.
Yeah, he's a fucking legend.
It's done spot on. Like, he just goes somewhere, has a laugh, has a drink, hands out a bunch of money. The editing's simple but nice. It comes out good. You know, it's shit like that I'd love to do, man, with YouTube.
One day. We will one day.
Further down the line, we'll do that shit.
YouTube, there's been a lot of companies that have tried too, but what YouTube has, man, they just got something special, bro. Companies have tried to copy and it just never fails.
Yeah.
But YouTube fucks up a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if something comes in the future that, you know, but we'll see. I'm always a YouTube guy. If I'm eating something, I've got to watch a YouTube.
Yep.
It's hard sometimes to find something to watch, but are we in a positive timeline, a negative timeline? 12 votes positive, 6 votes negative, 67% positive, 33% negative. I believe we're in a positive timeline. I'm always an optimist. What do you think? I feel
the same to me, man. Not like
I feel like something has shifted recently too. I always was positive, but now I feel really positive. I feel like something good has happened in this world, on this realm. We have moved into something positive. Good things are happening. Keep your energy up. Keep your positivity, because I'm telling you, good things are happening. My life is going so well. Things just keep coming, and it's going to keep coming. I feel, especially recently, this past week, since this CERN shit, like I feel something has changed. I don't know what it is, these Georgia Guidestones, all that shit. Truly believe we've moved timelines, man. What's this say? Do you believe in astrology? 52% yes, 48% no. That's 11 votes yes, 10 votes no. Do you
astrology is
believe
like the stars and the
star signs? And
yeah, I do. It's just because it's just trippy because people literally act like their star sign. It's
I know, every time. Every time.
Fuck, bro. And Chloe will always send me my horoscope for the week or whatever. And it's always so spot on. Like, it's fucked up. But I don't know. That could also be just a mega, because humans, we're all idiots. It could be just a mega placebo thing where you read it and you just try to straight away match what you've done that week with. Like, it's placebo effect. Like, all humans do it.
Let me tell you, man, for all these ancient cultures, for everything to be based on astrology, everything points to astrology. Ancient pyramid hieroglyphs, everything, every ancient culture, everything. They always talk about astrology, the placement of the stars, everything leads to astrology. So for that to be bullshit, I don't believe it. And then you look at people, they are more or less their signs. And if someone's not their sign, look into their full chart, because I guarantee you, if someone's a fucking Pisces and then they don't act like a Pisces to you, if you look into their birth chart, they probably have mostly Taurus placements or something, and then they probably act like a Taurus more than a Pisces. But it's more than just what day you're born. There's a whole chart for everybody. And if you look into it, it gets more and more accurate, man. It's fucking crazy. I 100% believe. I check my I do Trusted Tarot. It's this app on my phone where you pick a tarot card every day and it tells you, and they also got horoscope on there. I do that shit every fucking day. Every day I do that shit. And it's fucking legit, man. Obviously, it's pretty, like, vague. Like, you're not always going to get a horoscope. It's not going to be like fucking... People love to talk shit and make fun of it, but like your horoscope, you take it with a grain of salt. It's just a horoscope. It's if you do a horoscope every day for every day in a year, you know, it's not going to be. It's just
like as effective.
There's 8 billion people in the world getting you know, things have to resonate with you. It's the same with tarot readings. You know, it's for some people, it's not for other people. If it resonates with you, you take what you can from it. Last one. Which could you take in a street fight? A lion, a chimpanzee, a wolf, or a rhinoceros?
None of the above.
11% lion, 47% chimpanzee, 26% wolf, 16% rhinoceros. That's 2 votes lion, 9 votes chimpanzee, 5 votes wolf, 3 votes rhinoceros. You guys are tripping saying chimpanzee. You cannot take a chimpanzee. A chimpanzee might be the worst fucking option.
Yeah, you don't want to fight a chimpanzee.
I saw a video the other day, right, of a guy sitting down. He's sitting cross-legged and shit, and the monkey comes up, and he's like, you know, talking with the monkey. The monkey is having to play with the monkey. The monkey suddenly turns, bites him, and rips a chunk of his skull off.
Oh, really? There's a video
runs
of
off of his skull, bro. You can see his skull.
Where the fuck's that?
Ripped off. I had to do a little bit of searching.
Holy
but
shit!
You can find it, bro.
Have you seen that video I sent you on Instagram where the guy's got the sword, the toy sword, and he gives it to the monkey and he's like having a laugh, telling the monkey to hit him, and the monkey just goes whack, and I sent it to you. And it smacks him on the top of the head, like full force. The monkey, man. Trust me, you don't want to fucking fight a monkey, right? I was at the pub the other week, right? Got into a fight with the monkey. Fucked me up real good. You're too quick. They're too strong. The hands are big. I was
talking about this too. Where does the strength come from? Because their body proportions are like kind of similar. You know, like their muscles don't look much bigger than a human. Man, where does the strength come from? They're so much stronger.
Yep.
It's like how are they that much stronger? They got like the same body. Is it because they're just jumping around and on trees and shit all the time?
Yeah, probably. I mean, the best one you'd want to fight would be the rhino because it'd just charge you. You can sidestep it. But even if you try to punch it, it's not going to do nothing to it. The lion would fuck you up. Can't outrun it. You could probably get a punch or a kick in, but then once he grabs a hold of your leg, you're fucked. And what was the other one? A wolf. A wolf as well. A wolf is one of the smartest apex predators on the planet. The wolf would just wait for you to get tired and then just fucking nibbles on you.
I think your best chance is with the wolf, maybe.
No.
Maybe the rhino.
The rhino.
Get a good eye poke on the rhino.
The wolf will fuck you. You know how smart wolves are?
Yeah, I know.
At hunting? They are like expert hunters. Wolves are so smart in the pack when they migrate to a new area. They have the alpha out the back keeping watch. They have all the old and sick wolves, the elderly ones in the middle, and they got the younger blokes at the front and the back. So they perfectly set up their line for like the perfect defense. And the leader doesn't lead, he's last to make sure no one in the pack falls behind, and he's got a visual of everything. And then you've got all the young blokes in the front and the back, women and elderly wolves in the middle with the children.
That's fucking cool, eh?
That's an animal, bro. That's an animal.
That's fucking mad.
An animal sets it up like that. It's incredible. I love wolves. It's one of my favorite animals other than the lion, but wolves are they're so smart.
How do they communicate, eh? How do they organize that? Is it instinct? Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, how do animals talk to each other to do these things? Same with ants. Like, ants know what to do. How? What are they saying? They don't say words to each other. You know what I mean? And I've always wondered that. How do they fucking communicate? How do they get things done?
Yeah,
Give me answers. Weird. Someone tell me now in the comments. Say it now. If you're an animal expert, tell me now. How do they fucking talk? They don't talk to each other. Are they telepathically communicating or something? Does anyone know the answer to these questions?
No.
How can the wolves organize that? They need to have a meeting and say what they're going to do. Like, what the fuck, man? How?
It's fucking trippy, man. It's trippy. And then here you got dolphins raping humans.
And then you got humans who are just fucking stupid.
And we're the dumbest of them all.
Yeah,
we're the dumbest. We're the number one species on Earth, but we're the dumbest cunts out. You can't even convince the world to run electric cars to stop polluting the Earth. Simple shit like that, we can't do it. But wolves can set up a perfect line to protect each other. We can't even fucking, you know what I mean? Like, fucking hell, we're fucked.
Humans are fucked, man. Get your shit together, bro.
Fuck you guys, man. I'm over it. I hate my fans.
Get your
priorities straight. Turn off
Dickhead.
fucking sunrise and shit.
Fuck, man.
Yeah,
that was fucking good, eh?
Yeah, we covered a lot.
That was fucking. That was a fucking.
I hate writing shit down.
That was a triple. That was a triple one.
You know, you got to write shit down because you forget.
Okay. So another thing, anyone who wants to come on, if you've got a business, have your own podcast, have a this or a that, hit us up. Don't be scared to reach out. Jump on. No, I'm not. We're not taking any listener or fan guests. Not at the moment. Just not at the moment. But if you've got a business or something, we'll always make time for that. Because there's been a couple of people who've been hitting me up to try to come on, and then everyone's always busy or this and that. So
it's hard.
It is hard. I get it. But if you have a business, have a podcast, it doesn't even have to be in person. If you live 30 minutes away and you can't be fucked, we can do a Discord thing. It's fine. It's just like Skype. There's a couple of people I'm going to hit up today. Maybe it'd just be easier to get a Discord thing going because there is a couple of guests I want to come on, but they're pretty far away. So that's not an issue. Only thing is my internet is fucking horse shit at the moment. I'm going through some a rough patch with the real estate trying to get this shit sorted out. But yeah, Discord wouldn't be a problem. Don't be scared to reach out. Merch dropping soon. Friendly Fridays, DZ Sundays continuing. That's it, man. I've got nothing else really to fucking say or to fucking preach.
Me neither.
Just
all right,
fucking.
Man. Thank you guys.
Thanks for listening.
Remember, join the Discord. Follow all the socials.
Follow PyCost. Follow Instagram.
Follow Bofa.
Follow Twitter. Follow fucking.
Play with these balls, bitch. Choo.